Well, good evening, viewers, and here's my desktop review of the Steyr M9 A1 pistol. I figured I'd do a full unboxing for you. This is not a brand new gun, but it's a newer gun to me, and it is the alternative if you're looking for something other than a Glock or a Walther or a Springfield or whatever in a polymer framed striker fired pistol. So let's go ahead and get started. So it comes in this nice plastic box, nothing fancy there, but what is kind of cool is the design of the pistol. So a little bit of history about the Steyr M9. Steyr M9 was developed for the Austrian military and police, actually Austrian National Police, as a sidearm for them, and it had some unique safety features on it that the Glock does not have. And I have a Glock here as well as a Walther P99 for some comparison stuff that we'll do later in the video, but I just wanted to show you the gun first. This is what they consider the second generation gun. It is the M9 A1. They started manufacturing this particular pistol about 2004 and beyond. So the easiest way to tell is if it has the Steyr logo stamped into the grip, then it is a Gen 1. If it does not have it there, it's a Gen 2. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, we'll go ahead and safety check the gun. The gun is empty, no magazine in it, and magazines are empty. So I'm going to take some of the stuff out of the box and put the box aside so you can have a better view of the pistol. So first things first, this gun is known for its trapezoidal sights, which are right here on the box. That is what the sight picture looks like on the gun when it comes from the factory. It is very, very unique. This particular one does not have those sights because I don't particularly like them. And so this gun has a set of Trijicon 3-dot night sights on there to replace it. So I know some of you are probably going to be disappointed that that's kind of the one real characteristic thing about this pistol, but sorry. So let's go over the gun from the muzzle to the back strap, and we'll show you a little bit about it. First and foremost, nice close look. 9mm pistol, striker fired. Does have an accessory rail here for a tactical light. Very low profile gun, very nicely made. It has that unique sight picture, although this one is a little less unique since it's got the 3-dot sights. Couple of things about this gun that are very unique. First of all, for a striker fired pistol, this pistol has one of the best out-of-the-box trigger pulls of any striker-fired pistol that I know of. It is a very light, crisp trigger. I'll demonstrate it here. And, sorry, there we go. Nice and crisp. And real clean reset, almost imperceptible reset right there. And nice and crisp. So I'm talking 4-pound, maybe less trigger pull. Very crisp. If all Glocks came with this trigger, I think Glock would be an absolute monster. Second thing about this gun is you notice how high the back strap is. When you grip this gun, you really grip it very high up on the bore axis of the pistol. So here's the barrel right there, and you can see just how high, if you hold it correctly, how close the bore axis is to the rest of your arm. What that does is it gives you a pistol that recoils very flat back into your hand. Not a lot of muzzle flip on this gun. Loaded chamber indicator both on the extractor and on the top of the barrel. So if you've got a round in there, you'll be able to both see it and visually check this in the dark to see if it's got a round in the chamber. Other than that, those are the simple mag controls. The magazines on this gun are steel. They hold 15 rounds, and then this particular gun has the plus bottoms, so that gives me an extra 2 rounds. So these hold 17 rounds. They are steel magazines. They slam home with nice authority, and the gun overall in hand is just absolutely beautiful. I will warn you that because of the grip angle and how high you grasp it up here, your first shot will tend to be very high, because as you grip it, you'll tend to grip it a little bit muzzle up, especially if you're used to shooting Glocks. I do have a Glock here for comparison. This is a Model 22, so it's the same size, and again, that one's safety checked. To give you some idea though, the Steyr is significantly wider than the Glock pistol is. I don't know if you can see that right there or not, but significantly wider. This would be the comparison from the top, so you can see how much wider it is overall. And the slide is a lot shorter, so if you take a look and see how much further the Glock comes down, the slide comes down. What that does is it does make it a little bit difficult on the Steyr to grasp the slide. So if you're doing a malfunction drill or trying to cycle the pistol from the back or from the front, you just have less real estate to grab. And if your hands were wet or bloody or something like that, I could see it being an issue. However, it is a nice low profile slide. It is a little wider, but it is very narrow. The gun itself is a very similar design to the Glock. It's got a the Browning locking system for the barrel. Comes apart essentially the same way, although one big difference is there is a push button right here and a takedown lever. So you would push this button and pull it down. One other unique thing, and I pulled this out of the box when I was showing it to you, is this key right here. If you see right there, see that thing? What that does is this key goes in that slot, and you can turn it and disable the firearm. That is, if you are in a situation where you don't have your firearm locked up in a safe or something like that, you can disable the firearm using that particular this key and with that control right there. Jury's still out on that. I have not found those to be very useful, but to each their own. If it's something that matters to you, it is on there. Now, one thing you will notice about the Steyr, there is a divot right there. This gun originally, in its original format, had a manual safety. I believe it was a crossbolt safety right there. That is not available on the US model, so it does not come with that. One other way that you can tell that this is a Gen 2 is by that pin right there. If you are looking at a pre-owned one, if it does not have that pin, then it's a Gen 1 model. If it's got the pin, it is Gen 2. Now, there is some controversy on this gun. Some of the early versions that came into the country had a problem with this extractor, or with the extractor. They have ended up, Steyr was very good about replacing the extractors, and this particular pistol here, I've not had any trouble with since the. There was no trouble that I'm aware of with the previous extractor, but this one's had the extractor upgrade done, so shouldn't be a problem. One other gun that I brought is one of my favorites, which is the Walther P99. I'm going to give you a kind of a. You notice how much thinner that P99 is compared to the Steyr. Just kind of give you some visuals on there. I've done the review on the P99, so if you want to have another look at that, please do. The P99 to me is one of the very best striker-fired pistols on the market. I know it's not the most popular, but by golly, it is one of the very best, both in function and everything else. So make sure you check that out if you're in the market for one. But that is that's my review of the Steyr M9 A1. A couple other things. Does come with 2 magazines. So when you get it, you'll get it just like this, 2 magazines and the pistol. I will tell you one thing. One disadvantage of this gun over let's say the Glock is that this pistol, if you purchase a Glock, Every single component on the gun you can find just about anywhere. Heck, you can buy half of them on Amazon. There are enough holsters and different types of holsters for the Glock to occupy the rest of your life. This particular, the Steyr holsters are a little more difficult, especially one that's custom to it or form-fitted to it. Magazines are a little tougher to find and they're expensive. So again, it's a great alternative. It is an absolutely fantastic shooting gun, but I think you have to be a proper gun nerd to appreciate it. A lot of people, if this is a first-time purchase or something like that, are probably going to want to stick with something a little more mainstream. I absolutely love this gun. It's a really neat part of the collection, and it's fun to shoot. It's absolutely dead on accurate. Great trigger. You know, no function issues whatsoever. But again, it's just a little bit different. So if you want to be a little different at the gun range, and you don't want to carry a Glock or a Springfield, Steyr M9 A1, Walther P99, great pistols. You'll enjoy them. Fantastic. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel also. I've got some other videos coming up here that are a whole bunch of fun. So thanks for your time, and we'll talk to you next time.